Hey guys, welcome back to the bait shop. Um, Today we're going to talk about some different organization skills that you can use to help you with ADHD while bass fishing. Stick around and we'll get into it. Okay guys, so like I said, we're going to talk organization today. Something that I struggle with every day. I'm not a very organized person, and until I got into jig making, organization was extremely hard for me. One of the things that I do is, especially for the jig making side of it, is I went out and I bought 3 of the Plano jig boxes. I have them all labeled with what size jigs are in them. And then I went and got a organization cabinet that I have labeled with, like up here I've got the weed guards, hook sizes, and my hair clips, some more hook sizes, and I just went and bought a label maker and put the stuff on it to keep it organized of what's in here. Something else that I did is I have a toolbox off to the side over here that holds my glitters, my molds, my stirring utensils, the glass, measuring cups, my lead pot, my lead, you name it. 90% of the tools I use are in this cabinet. Now, I do have things like spinner baits and tools that I use sitting out on my desk so that I can have them readily available when I want to talk about them. One of the things that I have to get better at is putting things away when I'm done with them, because otherwise I will not find them. Things like my glue accelerants, those things I need to make sure are put away every time I go to use them. Because as I've done before, it can take me 5-10 minutes to find a bobbin, glue, or even a pencil if I need to write down tips and tricks for you guys that I think of, or put notes behind my phone so that I can keep everything running smoothly on the channel. A couple other things that I will do is, like in my tackle boxes, I have one tackle box that's all swim baits, whether it's jointed swim baits, soft plastic swim baits. Then I have a tackle box that's got all square bill crankbaits. I've got one for all my deep diving crankbaits. I've got one for all my spinner baits. I've got one for all my buzz baits. I have a specific tackle box for one type of fishing only. Because if I don't, I'll get into that tackle box and try and switch up lures every few minutes, which is not productive. Just because they're not biting in one area does not mean that they're not biting on that lure. So I will force myself to only use what I have tied on. Another way that I do that is when I go fishing, I'll take my spinning rod and one of my bait casters. Beyond that, I try not to take anything more unless I know I'm going to be going catfishing that night. Then I'll take a finesse rod or an ultralight rod to catch the bluegill, green sunfish, that sort of stuff, to go catfishing that night. But I don't take anything more than an ultralight and 2 rods with me so that I can have very few options to be able to change things up. Something else you can do if you're wanting to do a specific lure challenge for a day, say you want to use only lipless crankbaits one day, something that I try to stay away from during the wintertime because I'm not real good at letting them sit. Again, ADHD, hard to do. That's a bait that I see as a moving bait, and I want to have it moving. What I'll do is I'll take one specific rod setup that I have. It's typically a crankbait rod, and I will tie that up. I'll take that tackle box with me that's got nothing but my lipless crankbaits in it, and I'll go to the lake or pond, and that's all I've got with me. I don't have any other gear. I might have my pliers and a pair of scissors. Everything else is what I have in that tackle box and my line. The more things that you can narrow down to only having 1 or 2 options, the better off you will be. Another thing that you can do to help you organize is go buy, like I did, get it out here, a cheap label maker. I got this one from Walmart. I can sit here and if I need to make up tabs to put on new tackle boxes to tell me what's in that tackle box, I've got it. If I need to go through and label what I've got for jigs, I've got that too. Another thing that I've got, again, is a thermal printer. I got this from Amazon. It is not a wireless one. I have to plug it in, get it all set up, all that. No big deal. It takes everything from 4 inches by 6 inches. I'm not good with centimeters. 4 inches wide, 6 inches long, and under. This thing prints them off. That's what I use to print off all of the stickers that go on the front of the packaging for the things that you guys buy off the Etsy store. Which, speaking of the Etsy store, it's open. I'm going to be dropping some new baits after the first of the year, like I've been saying. I'll have soft plastics. I'm hoping to be able to do some laminate soft plastics. I'll have to see how that works out with my molds. I've never done soft plastics before, so I have to see how everything works out. I'm wanting to, I've got down here, I went and purchased some bags to put soft plastics in. I'll have stickers put on them to tell you what comes in them. And we're going to be doing a pretty decent bait drop, hopefully, for the new year. In the next few months also, we're going to have the spring stuff starting up, so I'm going to start tying up more of the spinner baits that I've got here. Getting these tied up in all sorts of different colors. They'll still be similar to what they were, but we'll get these tied up. We'll get more buzz baits tied up for the spring and summer coming up. And if you guys have some requests, I'll have my email posted as the top comment on this video. Shoot me an email and I'll be able to try and work on some custom orders if you guys want those. I'm hoping to get my swim bait or my swim jig mold in so that we can do swim jigs. I'm hoping that this new year we can expand our line of what we're doing and be able to go bigger and better on everything that we do. There will be some new molds in the new year. I'm hoping once we start gaining a foothold on what we're selling to be able to upgrade by different. I'm hoping to get some larger swim baits. I'm hoping to get some new or different size stick baits and different size craw baits. Right now we've got a 5-inch stick bait, a 3-inch craw, and a 3-inch swim bait. I'm hoping to expand on those and get larger. And the stick baits get smaller. 5 inches is about as big as I need. I don't throw anything over a 5-inch. I'm wanting to get new molds. And when I get into the new shop in mid-July, we'll do a shop tour. And I'll show you guys the way that I organize that shop. This one here, because it's an upstairs bedroom that's not being used for anything but bait making, is not really set up great to do organization in. But I'm doing the best that I can with what I've got. That's what we do here. But again, if you guys want some custom baits after the first of the year, some custom lures, shoot me a message. We'll try and get things worked out. The TikTok I have running, I go on there and tie things up and teach people how to tie live. I interact with you guys on there as well. The TikTok is also Not So Boring Baits. If you guys want to go follow me there, I would appreciate it. But I think we're going to go ahead and end this video here. Next time, I'm going to hopefully be painting some jigs and getting those thrown in the oven so that we can start tying jigs again. But I know I've got some spinner baits and stuff to start tying up as well, so we can work on those. But guys, that's all we've got for today. And remember, try not to be boring.